Hello everybody, I'm the Hammer Game Channel. Welcome back to Kaiserredux and to the People's Kingdom of Ukraine with Lev II. He's going to be leading us to glory very soon at some point, hopefully. State of the world. We do have an interesting kind of position that we're... What? Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, Social Italy's gone. The Italian Confederation with Victor Emmanuel III is there now. The Austrians destroyed Hungary, as you can see, because Transylvania is here. And so is Slovakia. Serbia's getting double-teamed because they decided to declare war on all their neighbours. Romania's actually stayed independent from any conflict with the Bulgarians. Independent. They've stayed out of the conflict. The Russians have got their 4th International, which has a couple of members to it. They actually joined them. Which we did have a puppet briefly in the Caucasus, but I am happy that they did somehow disappear from being so and were killed, because I'm not ready for a conflict with anybody right now. It is only 1937, just going into 1938 now. I don't really want to go to war early on, unless it's against Romania, potentially. I know we do have a focus down here that says set sail to Ackerman. And the great battle of Ukraine's existence is reaching this crescendo. Oh, that's a curveball for the Austrians. Oh, that is a very big issue. And that has just saved your life, Serbia. The Italians could have some hope here, especially if they unify very soon. It's a shame the Hungarians weren't still fighting at this point. Wow. Defense bonus against country, plus 15%. Let's do the legacy of this first. Bohdan, Vladimir the Great, Ustam Karmeluik. These are just a couple of figures who fought for proud Ukraine when outsiders threatened the freedom of our people. We should be inspired and look up to these figures that fought for us, for the call to arms will surely be sounded yet again. Yeah, definitely will. So, do you still count as the Federative Republic? You're actually working on your backwards industry. Do you know, I would love it if we actually defeated Russia. Could you imagine having a Ukrainian puppeted Russia? We would be invincible. No, we wouldn't. But we'd have manpower to enslave. We're actually not doing too bad on equipment. That will be resolved fairly soon. I'll move some of those divisions back over to the main front because I'm not going to need that many there. We actually have a sizable fleet. It's probably absolutely garbage, but... Red Flood, yes, thank you for that. Yeah, we're only building subs now, though. Half it will be outdated ships, but... Velkrig hulls. That doesn't bother me. Quest a bailout. Elitization. Look again to Bolshevism. Defense on core territory, plus 20%. The New October. Okay. Minus stability. Well, at least we got an ally close to us. An ally that's going to get absolutely destroyed, but an ally nonetheless. At least Liberia's here as well. George Padmore. Totalists. Just trying to think what we really do want to do. I know we should be preparing for war against Russia, because it's going to come. We also need to be ready for potentially joining against the Reichspakt. Which is going to be a pretty major front for us, considering we're going to have to take down the puppets. And then again, Russia might get involved as well, so might not actually be the end of the world. So let's combat Russian cultural chauvinism. Some isolated villages in the east have shown their cultures to Russia, being stubborn and refusing to change their taught languages and customs. If they refuse to integrate, they will be pushed away into the state that they treat with more respect than Ukraine. Against the Russian menace event. We're getting another one in a second as well, surely, I think. The army one. Unless I literally skipped it. Which wouldn't shock me. To arms for Ukraine. In the history of a great nation, figures such as Vladimir the Great stand out as true heroes to the national cause. These figures are known to every true son of Ukraine, and their model still serves as perfect examples for our armed forces. Bodhan is one such man, fighting against the oppressive rule of Poles. This guy's might established a free nation, that we are the inheritors of such. In emulation of his legacy and the government's own promotion of men such like him, various militias of peasants have formed and begun attacking and seizing land from Polish nobles that inhabit the west of our country. While these raids have been fairly tame, can it be said that they don't show what a rallied up people can do? Within the seized lands, the former palaces of the land-owning Poles have been transformed into massive schools, greatly increasing education within our rural population. That's a pretty good result from that. What's more, the land seized has actually been handed over to the government controlled by the people, giving us a chance to see it divided up correctly. We get a research slot for this. With more raids planned and ongoing, it seems that people have finally found an outlet for years of oppression. 2 bonus slots in Volnia. Very random time to get a research slot, but I guess it was talking about education, so yeah. Equan Revolt. What do we want? I'm not really going to bother with tanks at this time. Get military police for the garrison divisions. Still don't have any occupied territories, like. Yes, war divisions. You onto the main front. Decentralized logistics. I feel like Russia's just went for a boring route this playthrough. Which I guess kind of means I should deal with them sooner rather than later. And just put a syndicalist regime in charge, or rat sock. Didn't notice Korea had been puppeted. The Italian peninsula has been reunited. And they're in a very good position. Especially with Ilria having pieced out. They managed to get in. Horthy's here as well, and Fume. It's time for the Pirates of the Med. He'd actually come and have a wee play of his playthrough. Great oil heist. Yep, that's going to be weird, just looking in and seeing 36 oil in Fume. The Italians could have a chance here. The Austrians have nowhere near that many. Surely not. Probably get a more accurate representation of the sides if I go in here. Nope, no I don't. See what happens. I would love to see the Italians win. I think Bulgaria is actually going to win. See what happens when Romania doesn't join in. You're actually able to survive. I guess Ilria joined in briefly actually caused some damage as well. Right, the trial of the Khrushchevites. Khrushchev and his merry band of thugs are a group of damn Bolshevik. They claim to support a socialist struggle for the people. But how can there be progress or prosperity if you just kill and starve them? You need to stop these criminals before they continue their plague-like spread through the nation, especially after the murder of King Vasil. Yes, you deal with them, Chevhevsky. Oh, that looks fantastic. Against the Russian menace. Do we get anything from this? Oh, there, sure, the Russian language goes. Nice. Of all the nations that have come to dominate our beloved homeland, none have been more horrid than that of the Russian bear. Be it the subjugation of our people, the attempts to force us to become Russians, or even the near destruction of our culture, we have suffered more at the hands of the Russians than anyone else, no longer. When a government that truly cares for the people finally empower Ukraine, we shall reverse the table. Those Russian fools, Russians foolish enough to our lands, shall be forced out and driven back to Mother Russia. Our eastern land shall be purified, and the same horror they inflicted on us will be inflicted upon them. When the time finally comes for us to stand against the bear, we shall hold the line, for we know that the truly free Ukraine, but the people, for the people, lives and dies with us. Death to the bear. Wow, we are really wanting to go to war with Russia, which I really want to do. So, the Union of Brazil is proclaimed. Well, that came out of absolutely nowhere. Nationalist symbol. Interesting thing for him to have. And just ignore that little squeak as well. Okay, that would have been ideal if Font had actually won. Nikita Khrushchev has joined the government as leader during one of the darkest periods in our nation's history since 1918. However, before solving the economic problems, it is imperative Khrushchev responded to the growing pro-Russian movement. which has been a malign impact on our electorate in industrial Ukraine. One method that could help neutralize their popularity is by addressing the language question, a domestic dilemma that has been lingering for years. The Russian language is used de facto by a substantial percentage of the population, which usage is expressively prohibited in state institutions. This has given rise to the accusations that Russians are treated as second-class citizens. Yeah, just because I don't want to lose minus 14 stability, I'm going to go ahead and make it a second language in the nation. But of course, Ukraine is number 1. National Syndicalist protest. Okay. Notable Ukrainian National Syndicalists, Vlad Chubar and Alexander Shumsky, opposed Khrushchev's decision to allow the use of the Russian language in administrative institutions, claiming that this measure would help to unify our country and that unopposed usage of the Russian language will lead to the growth of separatist organizations in southern eastern Ukraine. Millions of our workers don't think so. No, they bloody don't think so. But I don't know why we even got those events. Anyways, because we'd already removed the threat of the Russian language. We are short of something. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not going to end well, I don't think, for you, is it, going syndicalist, or totalist, rather? Yeah. Oh, look, it's Vargas. Cooperate with Shumsky. Alexander Shumsky is a very pro-Ukrainian figure. However, he does harbour national syndicalist-style beliefs. We could work with him to bolster pride in our nation, not to mention the fact that they are keeping him close in contact. We can assure he is not causing any risks with his beliefs. The case of the Khrushchevites. After months of preparation, the trial of Khrushchev, his close allies, and his entire party apparatus has finally begun. Charged with conspiracy to assassinate the late king, the trial is foregone conclusion. While all will get a chance to speak, present evidence, and defend themselves, all know that the Khrushchevites are doomed to swing. The trial itself was a simple affair, and harkened back to the various show trials the Bolsheviks carried out in the final days of the Soviet uprising. Each and every man was convicted of treason, with a rope waiting for Khrushchev and the others. What's more, the KMS has been formally banned, its assets seized and turned over to the people's government. Well, this was a small step, but it is a necessary one. For to truly revitalize the nation, the rot must be purged. The Royal Revolutionary System. Goodbye to totalism. Totalism is completely gone. So we've got the Syndicalists, the Radsoc, and the Social Democrats are the main parties now. The UND, the Authoritarian Democracy, still has a little bit of popularity. And then a little bit for some other parties as well. Cool. Right, you are mostly exercised, which is fantastic. What we'll do is we'll start just getting even more divisions on the front with the Russians. I think what I might actually do is build some fortifications. Because let's be honest, when the time does come for us to fight the Russians, they are going to have a much bigger army than us. So if we can help any way to help us defend, it's going to be ideal. We share fervent love for Ukraine. The OUN have done nothing for our nation besides poisoning the minds of our youth, convincing them that living in the dirt is preferable to any sort of compromise or prosperity brought forth by us. They will not be missed. Alright, time to purge the radical nationalists. So their party is going to be completely gone as well. We don't have another field marshal, do we? No, but I think... Okay, what is this? An alliance for the future of Ukraine. Of all the various political factions we find ourselves competing against within Ukraine, the National Syndicalists under the control of Alexander Shumsky are closest to us in terms of policy. Wishing to build a syndicalist state with a revived Ukraine is the gist of their policy, and the similarities between our own programme is quite striking. Seeing as how we both find ourselves adrift in the sea of hostile ideologies, it has been agreed that both of the parties should merge, allowing us to implement our programme all the easier. Yalovey, our foreign minister, is a personal friend of Shumsky, thus making the merger all the easier. The merger is, of course, not just for convenience. It also allows us to keep a closer eye on Shumsky, as he is seen as a threat to our rule. Regardless of the merger of our two parties, the future of Ukraine looks even the brighter. Arm in arm, we work for the betterment of the nation. Alright, so we both changed to the same party now, and the Royal Revolution System gets a nice wee modifier. Cool. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And the radical nationalists are gone. So I'm just thinking, what else do we really want to work on? You give us some military factories and resources. The language issue has been solved. We could distribute the wealth. We could work on our army. What do we get if we go down superior firepower? It's remove the Hetman's army. We already have got rid of the Hetman's army, so that seems a little bit pointless to me as well. Navy. I'm just going to go and do a certain national vision. The RUP wished for the independence and self-representation of all Ukrainians, both within our boundaries and also those without, such as those who are within the Don region and other areas. Securing them within our nation will ensure a truly independent Great Ukraine for all our people to be proud of. It's a very nice national spirit we get from that. I think what we'll do is we'll knock on Romania's door and see what's going on there. So let's move you over there. I'm going to go ahead and promote. I'll promote you to be our new field marshal because they're not really going to do much this lot. So I'll use the worst guys we've got available to us and keep the better for our main army. We can only get up to 60 divisions, which isn't terrible. But of course the Russians are probably going to have like double the size of that. The main kind of problem I have thinking about war with Russia. So obviously we're going to join the Third International, right? And the Third International is going to be a war with the Reichspakt and the Entente. And the Russians are going to end up at war with the Reichspakt. So do we help deal with the Reichspakt, or do we help the Reichspakt, even though we'll be in the Third International, defeat the Russians and then do a little backstabbing, and well, not backstabbing, but just then start fighting them? It's a hard decision to make. But do you know what, actually? Why haven't I thought of this sooner? The Italians are fighting a good old war in there. Why the hell can I not get involved? I don't think I actually get any claims on your land, but I might as well come and say hi. We actually copping equipment. Oh, we pretty much had. Let me just bin those for the time being. What I'll do is I'll take a wee handful off of him. Just gonna even out the... You go ahead and join there. That's 32 divisions on that. 2 divisions defending over there. Yeah, I think this will be a great idea. Our finest award. Artillery. Anything for artillery? Artillery? Nope, it's just infantry and tanks. You. I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and... Oh, the Philippines actually joined Japan willingly. Government has finally been able to electrify all the villages in central Ukraine. As a result, our peasants will be able to produce more agricultural goods and supplies. Now we also need more resources to fuel our nation's recovery and create the tools to do so. So we get some aluminium and tungsten. Why is everybody joining Japan willingly? I'm just waiting for Hawaii to join them. Oh, Hawaii is actually still controlled by the Americans. Why does it look like Henry Wallace is actually leading the PSA to victory right now? Saying that, actually, they done that, I think, maybe 2 playthroughs ago, and then they just completely bottled it. Support the animates. Why is there just 6 Austrian divisions there? Yes, don't mind us, Austria. We're just here to spread some love. And potentially make the war easier later on down the line. Plus, Galicia. I'm sure I'll get some claims on Galicia. Potentially. Maybe. Actually, I'm sure I do, because they're not focused down here. Yes. Limburg, Filno, Cernatau, Tarnopol, Jelm, Belz, and Sambor. Which I'm sure I've absolutely butchered, so apologies for that. Italians seem to be doing relatively well. It'll just be the fact that we just kind of need to break through and potentially just encircle those Austrians there. Reactionary uprisings have been purged. They've been dealt with. William Joseph Simmons, the American Emperor. Well, you're going to lose, so that's it's a complete waste of your time. Right, Kharkov Industrial Zone. Get military factories from them. I'm not going to bother reading the little blurb, but it's just 2 military factories. We'll be up to 14 military factories soon. We are working on forts. What I'll do is I'm going to prioritise some more civvy factories. The forts can come with time. Offensive Doctrine. And I feel like Logistics Wizard would be a good choice. Oh, war is kicking out in China. The big war now, anyways. Do I want to research tanks? Dilemma. Get the support equipment upgraded first. They're more likely to get included. So, the Beijing government. With VK Wellington Q. He's popping up quite a lot in this mod for me right now, which I'm fine with. Just weird that I literally went from seeing like very little of them to seeing so much of them. How many fighters do we have? Oh, sure, that's actually not too shabby. Sure, actually, that we'll potentially have some other planes kicking about. Yes, we do. So what we'll do is we'll bin those right now. And then they'll filter into that group there, which will be good. Oh, it's getting worse for the Beijing government. So we look at Austrian casualties. Why have the Italians lost so much more? Oh dear. How much longer? Ah, not too much. Beijing's gone. Beijing is gone. Right, we'll go into our cavalry. We'll change that to military police, and we'll stack nothing else onto that for the time being. 2 military factories. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get another 2. And the Ottomans under siege in the Middle East. The war in the deserts. Sure, I probably, if I'm being completely honest with you, I should have just went down here and gained some cores, because then I would get bonuses to my attacks. I don't see the questions. I don't know what this really does. And the Great Ballards reaches Crescendo as we set sail on the Cheetahs to liberate oppressed Kingdom, Bessarabia and elsewhere. The symphony of violence and cannons of liberation. Do you hear, brothers? Does that lead to war, though? Do you know what? Let's have a wee look, because if I can get the bonus attack for the cores, I'm sure we get bonus attack. Yeah, 5. It'd be pretty ideal for us. I just don't know if this means war with the Romanians or if they're just going to give me it. So how strong are they? Bulgaria's starting to lose, you fools. I do have a relatively strong army. Do you know what? I think for the time being, we'll actually just put all of our divisions on that. I'm relatively confident they're not going to come and knocking anytime soon. Right. There still remain Ukrainians in East Galicia and Chelm, carrying out brave ancestry that came down from the likes of Leo of Halch. That's definitely incorrect. The Kingdom of Galicia, Vladimir is long... Oh, Volnia is long gone. However, its greatness remains embedded within our history books. So let us try and gather these lines once more under our banner. Ukrainian kings belong in Ukraine. Indeed to do. Romania. Hello there. Can you give me Bessarabia back peacefully, please? It's better to avoid bloodshed, surely. Right, I can just declare war on you. Despite our best attempts or covert attempts to get Romanians to hand over Bessarabia peacefully, has failed. Death to Romania. Screw it. 2 arms, men. That's fine. That can be cancelled. I don't know why I didn't stop my thing, though. Though we attempt to strive for the Ukrainians' self-sufficiency, this does not mean we should not go it alone. The world's cold and dangerous. Let us seek friends to stand alongside in these trying times. Indeed we shall, men. Indeed we shall. Hello, Romania. It's nice to see your troops. They must have all been on the Bulgarian front, if I... Am I correct? We just need to cut them off. Can some of yous please go around? That would be very beneficial to us. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. That whole group right through there. Who's currently pushing here? On you go. Right, we need to be at peace to do that. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get those factories now. Yes, let us through, please. Let us through. Ideal. Ideal. Keep going. Oh, yes. Keep going. Yep, time for you to die in there. Happy days, happy days, happy days, happy days. Oh, my days. We're running rampant. We're actually running rampant here. Is everybody still on that? Yep, keep going. Keep going. We're very close to victory. I'm actually shocked at how well this is going. And it doesn't look like their army's actually equipped. Yeah, what have they been doing this entire time? Bucharest is right there. How many men have we lost? 15k. Wow. Just wow. Holding on to Bucharest quite well for the time being. I think we'll be able to smash through there. The National Pacification... Oh, no, that's the... That's the Fengshan government's... faction. And Romania's dead. Nice. Yeah, that's very concerning. And Qing's pretty much dead. Or Beijing government, rather. Oh, we have expanded. Let me go over here now. Let me go in here and stop that. And we'll just go ahead and do this. 58 days. When do I lose the... 27th March. Alright, that's fine. We'll take a little bit of a hit, but it's fine by me. Yes, Romania. Liberate Romania in its entirety. Please tell me I keep Bessarabia, though. Why do I not keep Bessarabia? State transfer tool's not here either. Yay! That's a pain in the arse. Do I even have a claim on it? That's a bit annoying. I like how the Austrians have decided to turn up a little bit more over here. Yeah, that's right. That's right, we're here. And we're ready to do some damage. Who do we have? Who do we have? Attack, supply, consumption down. Let's go for division. Yeah, we'll go for supply, consumption, defense. My days, my squeaky voice today. What the hell? How are we doing for equipment? Ah, we're doing okay, actually. Plenty of guns. It's nice to have Romania with us. Split the Balkans 50-50 with the Italians and hope that they don't join the Reichspakt. that's going to be the problem here. Can't believe we didn't get Bessarabia. Maybe see if the Kaiserreich state transfer tool will work just briefly for me. And I'll change that over. But then I'll turn it off again because I just feel like it. I don't know if it's been updated, but the last time I used it, I swear it was breaking my game. Right, we have cores on a lot of this territory now, so... Ding dong, it's the Ukraine. I can also declare war on Poland. Let's not do that. Let's avoid starting a war with the Germans right now. Okay, yeah. Fume has joined the Entente. Very interesting decision, but, cool. Do you, I guess. Try and push down there to impassable terrain. That'll screw all the divisions that are currently down here in the south. Italians want non-aggression pact? Yeah, sure. Why not? It's not like that could come back to haunt me later down the line. Or I hope not. Yeah, through there. That's probably an even better route for us to push. Looks like Bohemia sent some troops over here. We do not care about you, though. You just hold them in. Needs the majority of you guys just push in there. And... death for them divisions. Can you just deal with them, please? The rest of the men are doing rather nicely, continuing the push forward. Propaganda. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Need to increase the war support slightly. Can't go to war economy, which is a shame. That's a very nice encirclement. Oh, the Austrians actually died. Perfect. Well, I'll take my core territory. Thank you very much. This is all territory. Potential territory. We'll split it 50-50. Or do I just take to there? Because the Italians are obviously going to get the Austrian Empire. They well and truly bet them. And we'll give them Bohemia as well. Actually, that's me. That's me. Give them Bohemia. And then I'm going to take Hungary. Let's split it nicely between the two. Bum 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 bum. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. Just independent nations that have literally no way of protecting themselves is about to be brutally taken over by myself. Oh, right. Give me my things to puppet them, please. Hungary. Greater Hungary? Or a minimal? Yeah, let's go restore greater. Hungarian Socialist Republic. And what we're going to do is we're going to kill Slovakia. And we're going to kill Transylvania as well. When we have political power to do so. You got to love... Got to love it. Right, the fate of Galicia. Cool, they're literally... Oh, I can assimilate it into Ukrainian territory. Wait, is that all became... Oh, oh, that's ugly, considering I should have had Bessarabia. Yeah, okay, cool. Obviously, we do have some territory to take back from other people. We'll get to that, because I'm sure we get some more there and there. We can join the International as well now, and we can do Commoner Assistance, which is nice wee national spirit to get. Right, let's start the justification on you. Obviously, we'll have to wait until the 20th of June anyways. I think we'll end today's episode by joining the Revolutionary Fray. Canada intervenes in the American Civil War. On whose behalf? It would appear to be on the PSA's. And Project Plow. I think what we'll do is we'll actually drop you down. Actually, fighters are being pretty useful for us. What I want to do is I eventually want to get CAS involved as well. That's Carrier CAS. Close air support. I want to get you in production as well. Bosnia has risen up in Illyria. Since when did Bosnia-Herzegovina potentially rise up? Ah, the Illyrian state. Cool. Who did you declare war on? What the fuck? Brazil just getting involved in a conflict down here. Why? I'm completely clueless. I have no words to explain why the hell that has occurred. But cool, they are just collapsing. It's fine. Oh. Oh. That was not a good idea, I'm afraid. Right, and we have joined the International, the Third International. Oh, look at us. The Germans are definitely going to be thinking, yep, we need to kill them. Russian Republic, the Russian Socialist Republic, Don, Kuban Union, and White Ruthenia. So we're doing pretty well. Do I want to grab any of these? We'll grab the Common Art Assistance. We can seek the intellectual knowledge from our international countries to assist our needs. British labour foremen and French military experts to ensure all aspects of our nation's machines are working to a modern standard. Did I read the little? Even though we are focusing on our national struggles first, it's quite obvious that the reactionaries surround our waters. So by allying with the International, we can ensure revolution's fires always burns, and that those nations that seek to stomp it out are repulsed. Cool. Anyways, guys, I am going to leave that episode there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next episode, we'll take on Slovakia and Transylvania very early on, and I guess we'll potentially intervene in the Second Weltkrieg. We'll weigh up the situation, see what we really want to do. But anyways, guys, thank you. Take care. Goodbye then now.